sure how this intro's gonna come out.
It's gonna be okay.
I'm streaming. It hasn't started yet, but.
I don't know when it starts.
Okay, guess what? Yeah.
Greetings, Fumble fam. Welcome to the Game 1 post-game review.
Post-game.
We're live right now. I'm your girl, Jackie Ray. I'm here with the ever so famous.
It's your boy Chris. How you guys doing?
Yes,
How are
Chris.
you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm freaking fantastic.
Are you
right
fine
now.
going through your first finals without LeBron James in quite some time?
We couldn't even get to the 5-minute mark without
I'm
you throwing all that
genuinely making
salt.
sure you're okay. No, because
You know I'm not okay.
It had to be hard.
It's
It had to be
very hard.
That's a big change. That's a very big change. I'm not being sarcastic. I'm being completely honest. Because it was weird for me too at first, but I mean, Kawhi went out there and he did his thing, so I was okay with it.
He did. But this whole series and him not being, in the playoffs is weird for me.
I can
But-
imagine.
but,
I can
you
imagine.
know.
Did you see that one fan out there with the sign in very illegible writing talking about, it's not the playoffs, it's not King James. I was like, Jackie, what you doing? That's your face, that guy going. Maybe next year.
I do love that man with that sign, though. But, okay, so Game 1 is in the bag. I am
Yes.
freaking happy because the Warriors have lost Game 1. Can we get a round of applause for the Toronto Raptors?
Yeah, for many different reasons, because the Raptors are known to never win Game 1. They do not win Game 1, and they did that in the finals, in their first ever appearance in the finals. So that's a big day for Toronto fans and Raptors fans alike.
Yep, and I just want to say for all of you guys who came for me on my Instagram yesterday when I said that the Raptors were undoubtedly going to win Game 1, how you like me now? How you feeling? Shout out to your girl, right? Called it. Nailed it.
Well, we got a lot of things we're talking about today.
We do. We got a lot. We got Drake.
Of course, the number one thing on our list is Drake. Not
Gotta
even
start.
no Kawhi, no Steph, no Drake. Number one on the
started with
list.
the
Going
hotline
right
bling.
into Drake. Talking about the rap. We go. There's a lot of craziness that's going on with the fan base. I thought Canadians were nice, but there was people out there booing and going back and forth. The ball.
They probably said boo, eh? It's how you end it,
Boo, eh?
If that's what boo, eh?
But they were going in on Paul Pierce, and he was there, so they're doing it in his face.
Yeah,
Shots
he
to
brought
them.
that on himself, and then of course we got Siakam had a great night.
Yes.
Huge night.
Spicy P, baby.
Boogie's back in the building.
Kind of, but he
Well,
was
he
there.
was there.
He was there.
And then of course KD or not KD. That is the question.
You don't know how I feel about that. But
Oh,
yeah,
God.
KD or no KD, it looked like they do need KD for sure.
Yeah, and even though he didn't really he wasn't himself last night, he did show up. Drake showed up on social media.
Yeah.
So we're gonna talk about that because he had to make up for his lack of appearance.
Mm-hmm.
But you guys also are in the chat with us, so make sure you say hello, ask us some questions.
Shout out to It's Patrick. I see you with the $1.99 dropping a cool. Yeah, that's how I feel too. I'm like, yeah.
Shout
cool.
out to Derek who with the Let's Go Raptors. Like y'all.
Oh, we got
Derek.
look. Okay, Derek.
Like you already.
Man, that's what's up. But shout out to a lot of people who coming in here. Look, because this is the first time we're doing this. As you can tell, we're trying to figure this one out. So I appreciate you guys coming here, supporting us, watching us.
Teamwork makes
Yeah,
the dream work.
we
We
need
all
y'all.
in this together.
Facts,
Okay?
factuals,
We got some
factuals.
outfits we got to talk about too. Some Game 1 outfits that I felt reminded me of my childhood when people helped me cross the street and held the stop sign. But we'll get to that in a minute.
Remind me of my childhood too, because my mom used to put me in the stupidest like little sweater vest, but except somebody
Oh,
messed his up a little bit too
Can somebody
much.
pull up a picture of
If there was,
Chris
I would
in
have
a
no shame
sweater
putting it up
vest?
if I could find one.
That
Mom,
would be
you in the
fantastic.
chat, Mom? I know you're not, because this is way past your wake up time.
And then, of course, we're going to talk about Sonya and her reaction to Drake's jersey. There's a lot of Drake today.
Everything's Drake.
There's a lot of Drake.
As you'd expect, a lot of Drake, but whatever. I mean, who cares about the teams on the court? But whatever, there's that. Also, I'm very curious. Before we even get into the show, who are you guys going for in the chat? So just go ahead and let us know. Warriors, Raptors, let us know in the chat. We're going to see which side is more heavy. If it's a lot of Raptors, a lot of Warriors people. I'm assuming a lot of people want Raptors, right? Because nobody wants to.
Well, there is some shade. Rendell Turner says we will give you guys this one first-time playoff win because everybody needs $1.
Is that a Raptors fan or a
No,
Warriors fan?
I'm trying to see. I'm assuming that's a
Sheesh.
Warriors fan. But okay, so were you surprised?
No, I was
Okay.
not. I was not surprised. This was
Okay.
not a surprise to me at all because people are sleeping on how deep this Raptors team is. And we saw finally at the end of the Bucks series how they actually started to finally wake up. Norman Powell doing this thing. We saw, my man Van Fleet had his kid and all of a sudden has a new life.
Yes.
So it's like, I'm not surprised at all, but it's not saying they're going to go and sweep them, but I'm not surprised that we're going to have a good series.
Did you feel like the Warriors are running on slow motion? That's
I think
kinda
they were
how I
rusty.
felt.
I feel like, yeah, they were a little
Yeah.
bit rusty after missing all that time. Yeah,
Yeah, the
I think
time
so.
off was like, okay, let's get back in the swing of things.
Yeah.
Maybe should have spent some more time,
Maybe actually working out, not being so cocky. But
Just
hey,
a
there's
thought.
neither-
Just a thought. I
neither
mean,
here
I
nor
understand it's 5. It's 5 straight. You
Yeah.
feel like you just walk in here like we in here, but
there.
maybe.
I mean, remember, you didn't win all 5 of those, but shout out to NBA World and my man rounded up with the whole $2 this time. Jackie Ray, though, with the eye emoji. That's for you, Jackie. Go ahead. And he got the LeBron image. Oh, my goodness.
Who did the LeBron image?
That man got his whole LeBron is his icon.
Okay.
That's all for you right there.
Okay, we are friends. We are friends.
Oh, my goodness.
I'm trying not to throw shade at Chris because
I got
know,
one, and my guy Anthony got my back. He said CK2K is flames. That's right. See, I just need
he's
one.
Flames. He's flames.
My guy Anthony, okay, we good.
I love CK2K until he starts talking about the Knicks.
I'm not going to mention the Knicks at all.
Because there's nothing
I
to talk
won't
about.
need-
That's
there's
why you're
nothing
not
to say.
mentioning the Knicks.
I'm not going to say
Let's be
anything
clear.
about the Knicks at all.
Oh.
No need to talk
You
about
see
the
it's
Knicks at all.
faded, though.
There's no
a
need.
reason for that. Anyway.
All right, you want
All
to
right,
get
let's
on
start.
this Drake?
Let's start off with the Drake, guys. I was disappointed. I understand that the NBA reprimanded him a little
Yeah,
bit,
a little
but
bit.
at the end of the day, Drake is like a rapper / mascot. And I miss the mascot, Drake.
They already got a mascot too.
I
Drake over there
understand,
taking over.
But maybe he needs a rest. Sometimes it's hot in that costume,
It
and
gotta
Drake
be.
is here to help. I was disappointed.
What was your thoughts when you first saw him in the number 30 Raptors jersey? Because you already knew who it was. When you saw the 30, I clapped. I was just like, this guy is, because I didn't even think about that. Like, I knew Del Curry played for the
Right.
Raptors. I already knew that. But to come out game 1, straight in the Raptors jersey, Del Curry, with Del Curry in the, man.
I like the
GOAT.
look back, like over the shoulder.
Yeah.
Look back at him like, you see that. You see what
Yeah.
it is. I liked it. But, he's always said that he kind of likes both teams. So I felt like this was his little
glad he
shout
admitted
out
too.
to
Yeah.
the Warriors.
A little bit.
A little bit. He's not going to fully come out in like a Warriors jersey. So I thought it was dope.
Yep.
I liked it.
Also, too, shout out to him. Not a lot of people. We were talking about the jerseys. Just a quick note: the man was wearing his VC Nike Shocks too. I don't know. My sneakerheads out there. That was a pretty big deal because those came out when he was on the Raptors. But neither here nor there. But he was. Do you think he was a little more tamed this time around
was
compared to
way-
like the past?
Yeah, he was way too tamed. And that was a disappointing thing to me because, okay, like you said.
It's game 1.
Okay, but it's your first time in the finals.
Yeah.
It's your first time winning game 1.
Yeah.
Drake, where you at? This is one of those things where you ask for forgiveness later. Be like, I know y'all reprimanded me, but y'all saw what
So
happened.
just let it all hang out.
Yes.
Game 1.
I mean, what's the worst they could do? Ban you? But you're Drake.
They're not gonna. Yeah, they won't ban him.
Exactly.
Look, man, you're right. I agree. I want Drake to be 100 all the time, but at the same time, I wasn't upset with him taking it back just a little bit in game 1. Play the playing field a little bit, see what's going on. Like, oh, my Raptors actually got a chance. Okay, let me
Right.
get loud. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So I was okay with it, but if game 2, he can't keep the same energy. Like,
I-
you got to come out loud.
I got to give a quick shout out to the chat, especially the ballers who says LeBron's the GOAT. Every time you
my
say something about
goodness.
LeBron, I'm just going to let you know right now I'm going
guys
to
baiting her.
interject with that
Jaden over here
comment.
saying, look,
So,
you guys really miss LeBron James, man. We'll see maybe in 2 years, because maybe not next year.
That's
But
a fair
then-
comment, but we're going to move on from there.
So what's your thoughts on him trolling Draymond Green at the end of the game?
I think that's appropriate. I think Draymond deserved every bit of trolling he gets.
100%, 100%. If you can dish it out, you better be able to take
Right.
it because he deserves, man. Here's my only thing though, and this is from my hoop perspective. You play hoops, regardless. You have that perspective where you like, yeah, it's one thing to talk it up and be like, yeah, I don't care if they say anything. But when you're playing and you just got beat and you got that one mom in the stands that's going in your face, you still gonna be upset.
Oh, yeah.
You still gonna be upset. So I get Drake for dropping the whole "you're not on the court" kind of thing, but Drake did get the last laugh on
He
Draymond
did.
Green.
Draymond brings that on himself all the time.
Every
you know,
time
all the
with his
I wasn't a fan
mouth
of the how he trolled Clay a little bit with the hotline bling dance. I need you to do the whole dance. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like do you want to demonstrate?
Look, I am a third party in this whole thing. Look, I am just looking for good basketball.
Yeah, but I loved it. I mean, I was, like I said, a little disappointed, but I love seeing Drake on the sideline because he is a diehard fan.
Yeah.
From diehard fan to diehard fan, I salute you.
Amen.
It was great.
Even though
Who
diehard
is
fan
this
of the player.
person? Said LeBron is trash. That's why I can't
Jackie
say your
out here
name.
scoping
That's
on
why
the
I
LeBron
can't-
thing. She like, yeah, so Drake did that. Who said that about LeBron? Huh? We'll change this whole segment to LeBron. But anyways.
How do you feel about curses? You know what I mean?
That's what I was going to say, because he was wearing a Raptors jersey. But here's the thing, though. It's a Curry jersey, but he's wearing a Raptors jersey. What does that do with the curse? Like, that kind
does
of
it
upset the balance.
Like,
yeah.
Like it's alternate dimension kind of thing.
I don't know what that does with the curse. So they won game 1, so maybe he might have found the key. Is there any other player that was on the Raptors at one point that played for the Warriors that he could keep doing this throughout the entire series?
I highly doubt it.
Yeah, me too, because I can't think of any on top of my head.
Right. But I don't know.
There's I don't know what to do about that.
I want whatever works. Like now maybe he should wear this jersey every game.
Yeah. That's what I was saying, or different colors of that jersey, because they had a few of them. They had the white, they had the throwback. So, yeah, might as well.
He definitely has to wear it for game 2, because game 2 is in Toronto. So you got to wear it for that, or at least, like you said, a different color.
At least, yeah. Or you can be funky and wear the same one. Whatever you want to do, Drake.
Mild-mannered this game, he has to be mild-mannered the next game, too, because you got to keep it I don't know, whatever works.
No, I agree. No, you're 100% correct. I think, especially if it worked, because
Right.
it worked. They won game 1. So, yeah, I think maybe try it out again, wear the exact same jersey, be funky all you want, whatever you got to do, or try a different variation next time.
Dirty Puddles 13 says MVP Kawhi Leonard. I actually agree with that.
And Chris Tiller, there it is. There's one. Patrick McCaw played for the Warriors as well, and he is on the roster. So go get you go in the team shop. Go get you a Patrick McCaw jersey for the whole 2 minutes he played the entire season. It counts.
Did they make a jersey? Did he even have his own jersey?
I know some stadiums you can customize them there. So Drake got the money, man. Bedazzle it a little bit, make it your own. Do what you got to do, Drake.
Because that's going to be a whole nother social media conversation. Do not bedazzle that jersey. But as far as curses go, Paul Pierce.
Yeah, that man is a whole curse.
Oh, God, not a whole curse. Can he be just a little curse?
No, he a whole curse. I can't stand Paul Pierce.
Okay, his voice got deep. He leaned in.
There's not many players I dislike in the league. Like, yeah, my guys like, I don't cheer for you, but there's people like I
Explain.
hate. Well, first of all, I didn't say I mentioned, but look, we can agree. Well, I mean, you're not really a Lakers fan, but you're for now a Lakers fan. So there's a hate for the Celtics. And Paul Pierce decided, and we beat him a few times, but he decided every time he would come to New York and he would tear us up. So ever since then, hated Paul Pierce. So that being said, Raptors fans feel the same way because they let him hear it because, he's on the ESPN crew now. They were letting it fly. Paul Pierce sucks. I was doing it from my TV screen as well.
Why? Just because?
Yep, just because. Anytime the whole Dwayne Wade thing, I was loving Paul Pierce getting all the hate in the world. I'm sorry.
Okay, well, the Raptors fans actually had a legitimate scientific curse reason if the curses had science behind them.
Please do tell.
Because Paul Pierce said that the Bucks were going to take the series.
Right.
And then right after he said that, the losing streak began.
Yeah, 4 games in a row.
So now it's like, don't say that about us.
Yeah,
now
keep
we
that
just
away
won
from
this
us.
one game.
Yeah.
We can't have this losing streak start now. So what I need Paul Pierce to do is just channel your inner quiet. Your inner quiet. Say less.
Your inner quiet. If that's a thing for you, Paul Pierce. I know you ain't got no inner mute button.
Right.
Sorry, keeping the LeBron narrative alive. Jaden Taylor, my man, said Jordan stole 23 from LeBron. How does that make you feel? You agree with that? You think that LeBron planted that in his head when he wasn't even a thought? Because, I mean, I don't know what the science is on that. I don't know how he could steal 23 from LeBron, but
I was going to say that doesn't even
it don't make any sense. But look, we'll go with it, Jaden.
I mean, I'm an English major, but I'm pretty sure my math is right on that one. That's not a thing.
But I get what you're trying to say.
But we get what you're trying to say.
I get
do
the
see,
message.
Danielle Donovan says MVP is Giannis. I hear you on that, but I'm still going with James Harden. I know y'all.
You're staying strong with that.
I'm sticking to my guns on that one. I'm sticking to my guns, especially, after that loss.
Look, he's having a bunch of L's. We talked about that all week long about the Rockets and everything like that. They're taking a bunch of L's over there in Houston, so who knows what's going to happen with them.
And we've seen that his and I love Giannis. I don't want to digress on this tangent for a second, but here we go. I love Giannis, but he has no real shot.
But he's finding it. But he's finding it. You got to give him that.
Okay, but while you finding it, you can't be on the list
You're
for
right.
MVP. After you find it, then you can be on the list. Meanwhile, you got to go with a guy who has found it.
Yes, that's
all
factual.
I'm saying.
All I'm going to say, too, is I'm going to co-sign with my guy Hope saying, guys, stop talking about LeBron. He is done.
Oh, no friends for you. No friends.
On that note, let's move on to somebody who's actually in the finals.
Yes.
And my man served it up. I've been a fan of this kid since he came in last year because because he had a good season. He was a second-round pick. No one knew about him, but then he worked his ass off. Because you know how they be showing on Instagram all the workout videos and everything. There's focus on Russell Westbrook, LeBron, this person, that person. But in every one of those videos, you saw this guy working out with those same players that are being highlighted. And Saucy P, the hot sauce, Mr. Pascal Siakam. And this kid went out there and damn near got 40 pieces. I was hoping he was going to get that 40 piece. He went out there and tore it up. On efficient shooting too, man. And to have all people as your veteran, have Kawhi Leonard as your veteran, that's the perfect person to have because they have very similar stuff. Because Kawhi came in as a defensive player too. Offense picked up. Saucy Pete doing the same thing. Pascal Siakam. Now, what's your thoughts? Or do you think that this? I want to fast forward just a little bit. Do you think past this playoffs, whether the Raptors win or not, do you think that this is something to pay attention to? Like, do you think Pascal Siakam could be like a next level guy from here on out?
I do think he can be a next level guy. I think this team as a whole is got it going on, and I also think even more so to that, I think when you have somebody like Siakam and we have Gasol, that Kawhi needs to reconsider this whole 1 year
I 100% agree.
with Toronto because I think he's got a dope squad. I get it that it's cold up there, but Siakam is out there balling, 32 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists. And then you have Gasol, who was the defensive player of the year.
Showed it again last night.
And but who put Curry on Gasol?
Can we talk about that? The problem is the Warriors switched too much, and the Raptors took advantage of them. Yeah, Siakam. He was on Siakam sometimes. Yeah, they took advantage of their switching.
That's when you really saw how little it was like Goliath against
He was tearing them up from his own range.
Poor little guy. But yeah, no, I really do think that this showing, I think regardless of what happens with the Raptors, they're showing to get to this point, which is their first time in history getting to this point. I think Kawhi, they're doing really well. And I think Kawhi needs to maybe take a step back. I get it's cold. We'll get you a space heater, maybe some warm gloves that, they warm up right away when you put your hands in. We'll get you what you need, but I think he needs to reconsider that.
Yeah,
I think
agree.
if they win, he cannot leave.
To be real, I thought him going to the finals, that should have been the deal breaker right there for me because what happened at the end of the Bucks series where the team actually stepped up and you saw how much stronger they were when the entire team played well together.
Right.
So I think, I don't think it's as done of a deal as we all think for him to leave. But, we'll let the people keep saying what they want to say. But then back to Pascal, what the hell do the Warriors do to stop that man? Because he would, like I said, the Warriors switch a lot.
Yeah.
So it's like and Pascal took advantage of that every time because the same Steph Curry you were just talking about, Steph Curry ended up on Pascal quite a few times, which led to the same 32 you were just talking about. So what do you think the Warriors can actually do to stop this guy? Yeah, that's my answer too.
I'm thinking right now. I'm like,
there's only one answer, and he might not even be ready till Game 4. Because other than that, I really don't know what they can do about Saucy P.
Well, since you don't know, let me just go ahead and say this statement from Daniel.
Someone got it?
Daniel Donovan, who says Raptors are going to sweep the Warriors.
That's a
bold statement considering they have to go to the Bay. Like if they could play all the games in Toronto, I may co-sign.
And it's not it's not the setup of old where it was like 2 home, 3 in Golden State, 1-1-1. Nah, it's just 2-2 and then 1-1-1. But I'm not gonna say sweep. I think it's possible. I picked Raptors in 7. I'm sticking with that.
Okay,
I'm sticking with that.
Did we actually pick something that we what?
Yeah,
y'all need to write this down.
Yeah.
This is a moment
log
in time.
this. Luckily, we live it, so y'all seeing it. But yeah, no, and I'm sticking with that. I would not be surprised if the Warriors come back and win it. I mean, it's the Warriors, but at the same time, I'm sticking with my Raptors. Not my Raptors, Jesus Christ. I'm not that crazy. Look at me, I'm getting crazy.
No one would be mad at you if you changed teams. Because we know the Knicks is just,
again,
the Knicks.
I'm not saying nothing about that team in New York until another specific time. Anyways. I think Kevin Durant legit is. I mean, we'll see in Game 2, but Iggy's hobbled. So, I don't know what they can really do defensively to stop Pascal Siakam. I mean, they already have to worry about Kawhi, which is what they did in that game. Right. Triple, double teaming him the entire game. What do you do about Pascal?
And I think they held him pretty well. I felt like they held Kawhi fairly well. But that again makes me feel like this team as a whole plays very well. Because when you held one player, even though, I mean, like you said, he did, get 24? Yeah. 24 points. So they
wasn't as efficient, but it was still 24.
Yeah. But to hold him to that and still have this game, This is the squad. I'm trying to tell you, Kawhi. I'm just pitching you to stay is
I
what's
don't know how
happening
it gets
right now.
much
If you haven't
better.
picked up on that.
I think, yeah, no, 100%. I don't know how much better it gets than the Raptors right now. I mean, the Clippers are enticing because they are well-rounded too, but not.
Man,
not,
we got
not
a lot
Raptors.
of people going for the Raptors. We got Riot Sports Stand says Raptors in 4. Trayvon Washington says Raptors in 6.
Raptors in 4, chill out. I just saw that too. Yeah.
Yeah, and then Brandon Graham says Raptors in 7. Most def.
Young DC
Okay.
boys sticking with the Warriors. Curry for MVP. I mean, I feel like it's
You
pretty.
can't always say Curry for MVP.
Well,
though.
I mean, that's
just
what
gets
everyone's every finals we come into the finals talking about. This is the Curry's year. Curry's gonna get the Finals MVP this year, and
Ooh.
then
Do they say it like that,
That's
though?
exactly how they say it. Sorry, that's my whole ESPN impression right there. But yeah, man, like we were just talking about, like well-rounded play by the entire team. Even Danny Green out there hitting some shots. I see you there, Power Ranger. Kyle Lowry only 7, but the thing is, Kyle Lowry has been doing so many things outside of scoring. You know, again, the Chargers drawing a lot of fouls on Curry, on everybody on that team. So it's like it's gonna be a well-rounded thing to see from the Raptors. But now we also know somebody else returned.
And I was so happy, but you know, it didn't turn out like I thought. But Boogie is back in the building.
Do you think? Because I have a weird conspiracy. Do you think? I want you to talk on this first. Do you think it was because he didn't play too much that he didn't really get off to a good start?
Of course.
Or do you think he's just rusty because he was out?
I think, well, okay. I think he's rusty because he was out. And I think it's kind of like when you get in a car accident and then that first time you get back in the car, you're kind of like, oh, God, you're just a little jittery. So I think that plays into it. I think that he started to find his groove a little bit towards the end. He did some good assists. He dumped some things off to Clay that looked pretty good. So I just think, but he's still Boogie. There was still some crash moments where people were just like, oh, ow, that hurt. So he's still Boogie. So I just think as his momentum builds up, I think he'll be effective. And if he's not, I mean, he's still winning in this. I mean, what they play him, like the veteran minimum?
He got paid close to nothing about to get a chip, so it's like whatever. But yeah, no, I think yes, 100%. Yeah, the coming back, situation, the shock factor, like whoa, and he's coming back in the finals nonetheless, so that's a big deal. But I like where you hit it right on the nail on the head. Like he started to find that groove. But then, of course, coming back from an injury, I get it's the finals, so they took him out a little bit earlier. I feel like Boogie, he could have been a little bit more productive than like a Jonas Jerebko or whoever else they had if they had just let him play through it. Yeah. Because I think like he looked bad the first time he came out quick, and then when he came back out in the second half, it was like, looking at making his passes under control. It's like, so I expect them game 2 to probably give him a little bit more minutes, maybe start him. I mean, with Iguodala probably being hurt, they might have to start him.
I get what you're saying. I wanted them to leave Boogie in a little longer too, but I get it. This is the finals. We don't really have time to work you through this, and I don't know what he looked like in practice, but I do know that practice is practice. A game, the jitters and all lights are on you, and now it counts. It's a little different. It's a little bit more, but it's a little different. 100%. So I was happy to see him back.
So I was gonna say, so I think we're both in agreement that it was a good thing to get him in right away instead of sending him out. Like they shouldn't have sat him out. Like let him play. He's ready. He's healthy. Play him.
Yeah, and because you didn't change the impact.
No, he didn't.
By
he didn't
switching
really
him out. So I definitely would have kept him in. But now. Wait, look, I'm reading this.
I know exactly what you saw. I know exactly. Go ahead, read it.
Wait, what he said, y'all know I'm right. That's why I'm not reading wait, what did he say earlier?
Because look.
Okay, he must have saw the first comment because I did not.
My guy is in here. No, I'm not going to read it because my guy in here trying to look. You want to come host. But I know what he's trying to say. He's coming in here trying to, speak, words on like, the Warriors ain't no big deal. Like the Warriors going to figure it out. Pappity, pow, pow, pow. Look, man, I'm saying the Warriors are going to figure this out. We're not saying that this is a done deal. I know we were reading some chat saying that Raptors are 4. But for right now, the Raptors look like they got their ish figured out. So
and all things come to an end, people. I just want to remind you, this is 5. This is their 5th time.
It might be that time, but we'll see what happens there.
I would be glad if it was that time. But so here's the thing, though. You asked earlier,
what do they need? I'm gonna try. Go ahead. Go ask it.
What do they need to do to look better against the Raptors in Game 2? And now the question is KD the answer that they need? And the dramatic pause.
Yeah, let me take. I'm gonna take my Knicks. The Knicks hat coming off. So all my Knicks stuff's gonna stay to the side.
Stay over there. But, go
you should stay out until July 1st. All right, taking it off for real. All right. No, they definitely 100%. I hate the whole narrative about them being like, yes, they play fast, they play differently without him. That works. But in a situation like this with matchups and stuff like that, they need Kevin Durant. Because Kevin Durant, yes, offensive juggernaut, beast, superstar. But we forget he is a great defender too.
He is a great
He is a great defender too. And he can help in those switches when, they're doing their thing against Kawhi. He can guard Pascal.
But statistically, statistically, when KD does not play and Steph plays,
right. Yeah, I know what you're
they've
gonna say.
won 31
Facts.
games. They've only lost one without. So he's not making the impact. I mean, now it's 31-2.
Yeah.
But
was
I
that-
just don't think. So here's the thing, and now let's just get into this factual statement now, because KD came to the Warriors specifically. They recruited him for the sake of LeBron.
Yep.
To shut down and demolish LeBron.
And he did that.
Yeah. Anyway, so now that he succeeded in that, this is a whole different, to Draymond's point, y'all know I don't like Draymond. I mean, I like it. It's a love-hate situation. But to his point, they was winning without you. They didn't need you to win. And the Warriors are still the Warriors. Clay can beat you. Shoot, Draymond can come off and get hot. Steph is Steph. Technically, if the Warriors can't find a way to win without KD, that's going to be problematic for them, even no matter what happens in this series, because KD's gone next year. So, and I don't think KD's coming back. I think his injury is a little bit more than what they say.
Oh, you're taking that sense. I think he's healthy, but I think he is taking that whole. I'm not Nick specifically, but I think he's taking the free agency a little bit more because he's seeing that they can do it with. Well, he saw that they could possibly do it without them.
He knew that when he was getting beat in OKC.
True that.
You just no shade, but you really did leave the person who was beating you down. Just
true that. We don't.
No shade, but So that's what I'm saying. Like but I do think. Did you see his injury when he got hurt?
Yeah. But at the same time, we went straight to the Achilles because Reggie Miller made us go to the Achilles. If you watch it if you muted it, you watch it, you see him go straight for his calf. He goes straight for his calf. Yes, he doesn't look back. That's scary, but he goes straight for his calf. So I don't feel like it's being overblown. I do think that they are being a lot more, cautious with it because that is still a serious injury as well. But I don't think he wouldn't be possibly available to play on Game 4 if it was more than that. Because if it's an Achilles, they're going to be like, no, he out the rest of the playoffs.
So Hope says Durant's arms are bigger than his calves and it can't hold his long frame.
That's saying a lot because his arms.
He does have those pterodactyl arms.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, but no. So I don't know. And here's the thing. How does that change the narrative? If they go down by 2, which I'm predicting.
I think it could happen.
If they go down by 2 and KD comes back, they're saying he might come back in game 3.
Well, the guy updated saying that it's going to be 4 now. 3 is not as much of a possibility anymore, but.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But okay.
He keeps pushing.
If they're down by 2 and they go to the Bay and they win game 3 without KD, then does the narrative suddenly switch and say, hey, let's let him heal more?
Yeah.
Because now you're expecting to win the second game because you're in the Bay. Like,
I think in any other situation, yes, but I think in the NBA Finals, no. It's one of those things where it's like, look, man, if you're at least 70%, you got to go out there and play. This is the NBA Finals. This is the championship, you know what I mean? So it's like, if you're at least 70, if you can jog up and down, you can still shoot the ball, we got you.
At 70?
If you're, we need you to go out there and play. We'll give you sporadic minutes, but look, we need whatever we can get out of you because we're down, like you just said, 3-0 because if they steal that game 3.
Honestly, I see you. I just want you to know I see your comments, baby. I love you.
Oh my God, Jackie P. Go ahead, Ozzy.
So what's the final? What does our final say? Do they absolutely need KD or no?
Oh, absolutely, yes. I think they do. I think this is one of the times where, they need him for more than just what he does on the offensive end. They need him on defense as well. Okay,
so Brandon Graham says if he's coming back game 4, it's over. Right, so
I think we can agree to disagree, but I mean, if they're down 3-0, we'll see what happens there. But let's go to the stuff off the court because we saw it with Drake, so we might as well get back to the off the court stuff because as we know, that's like you just want to stay with the hotline.
I do. I want to do the hotline bling the whole time. So social media is where Drake is starting to live a lot more these days,
especially last few weeks.
So it started out with. First of all, this is hilarious to me because
I didn't even know what he was doing.
I saw what he was doing because he did the mama thing. You know how when you walk up to your mom and you got something in your hair, she go, "Oh baby," and she take it out. That's what happened. But in my eyes, it looked like he threw it on the floor, but maybe I was wrong because
we were definitely.
He goes to Instagram and he does a hashtag Draymond shouldn't wear 23, and he is selling the lint he pulled from from Steph's hair.
He posted the picture of his hand. So at first I'm like, yo, what happened to your hand? You weren't playing. We don't care about your hand. But then if you look at his finger, they're literally.
Okay, because I didn't see it. I was like,
neither did I.
what
Right
is
away,
happening
I'm like,
here?
thanks for showing us your hand, dog.
Okay.
Like that hand didn't do anything. Your mouth did all the work. But yeah, if you did a little itsy beatsy pizza, the link on his finger.
I didn't see
and
that.
It took
So
me
now
some
I
time
gotta-
to see
okay,
it
now
too.
I got- I was like,
had to
look,
read.
there's nothing there.
Yeah, so Drake just continuing to be petty. I think he posted that more for the hashtag, like you just said about
Yeah.
the Draymond Green thing. But I mean, first of all, we know somebody gonna buy it. Let's just be real about that.
But here's the thing: there are dozens of Draymond shouldn't wear 23.
Yeah, of course.
And they're selling lint. But here's the thing: one of them is up to over $90,000 right now. That's the bid. First of all, whoever you are that made this bid, please say something in the comments so we can counsel you, because you need to be a better steward of your money.
Or in the comments, let me know your business plan, because obviously I'm doing the wrong thing.
Right, if you just
You
got
out here selling
$90,000
lint,
from
getting
lint.
$90,000, I'm doing the absolute wrong thing.
And I promise you, look, do you have any lint ink? I'm selling.
I'm sure mine have-
Look, I got
You found one?
C2K lint right here, ready to go. 90,000,
Go
highest
for a
bid
whole
in the
fi-
chat.
gotta go for a whole
Do it
5
right
cents.
now.
5 cents. Go to the Fumble store. Whole 5 cents. You get
We
your
got
you
it
get your
for
Chris
you.
lint. This is something I wanted to talk about, because we did the story yesterday, and I was so curious to see if it actually affected them or not. But yesterday we dropped a story about the whole fireworks, like a little kid, fireworks thing, where you saw these two kids go outside their hotel, blast off fireworks, leave a little explicit about Steph Curry, but that's neither here nor there. But then KD and Quinn Cook came back, and they actually responded.
They did.
They came back and responded, and Quinn Cook was behind.
And KD responded not from his burner account. from
He
his
came
actual
out. KD
account.
Trey, he did it. He came out and but Quinn Cook was my favorite one. My man said, "Weak ass fireworks. We
Right.
ain't hear that ish." And then KD coming back. Damn, I think we were too high up in the sky to hear those stunting on them.
But I would like these
But look-
Raptor fans to do a little bit more research.
I just wish they would try a little harder. Like, I get y'all nice. I get it. Just you're in the finals for the first time. Let it all out, man.
But Serge was also staying there. Serge Ibaka. Do your research, people.
What?
'Cause what if you waking up Serge?
I'm about to say
This
Serge's room is close to the
ridiculous.
fireworks. Because Serge, he played all right.
Google is your friend.
Oh, my.
That's all I'm saying. Just do some research, eh?
There,
See what I did
you
there? See
threw
what
it
I
in.
did
Threw it in.
there?
We got another update. Mr. Notes saying Raptors in 5. I think that's realistic. Trey Hill.
What's
Trey
up,
Hill? I
Trey
shout you
Hill?
out,
We
Trey.
see you.
What's good, big dog? How you doing, my guy?
Okay, so can we get to some wardrobe?
You were talking about this in the pre-show.
I was, because so here's the thing. Andre, can we just see this picture real quick? Andre, what is this? I need to know, because to me it took me back to elementary school when my crossing guard would wear the orange vest and wear the stop sign and make sure we got.
Yeah.
So if you was trying to keep the well, you definitely kept the Raptors safe.
He did. Yeah, because he wasn't playing
You
well at all.
You weren't. And I saw a couple limps, so maybe that safety vest wasn't working out the way you thought. But yeah, so what'd you think of that outfit?
I felt very similar to what you said. It reminded me of my elementary days, but except for the crossing guard, it reminded me of me. Because back in my day, my mom used to dress me in sweater vests too. So you see how he's wearing like the dress shirt and the dress pants, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, but the only thing different is he tore up the sides. I don't know if that's supposed to make it like a poncho look. I don't know what his
So his
goal
hands
was.
can go in there so it can be warm in Toronto.
All I know is do better, Iggy. Do better. You my guy, Iggy, but do better.
All right, so we kind of went through the game really fast, but
Yeah.
game 2 is Sunday.
Yeah, man.
Right?
I was hoping it was tomorrow, but yeah, we gotta wait till Sunday.
Yeah, that space in there is definitely not helping Boogie
It's good for
out.
them, yeah.
It's not. I don't know if it's gonna help the Warriors out because they definitely look a little slow. But game 2 Sunday in Toronto, who you got?
I'm sticking. I'm staying strong. I think that they can definitely come out and take both games in Toronto. I think they're going to go 2-0. But I do expect the Warriors to respond. But sticking to game 2, I'm going with the Raptors. A little bit closer game because I think they're going to play Boogie more. But I think Raptors can take it again.
I have nothing to say. I mean, we are in agreement.
We're in agreement today. Look at us.
I am flabbergasted
Look
and
at
bewildered.
this. What you guys got in the chat? I see Raptors sucked. And we're off. And there it is. Golden State wins by 6 in game 2. So you go 1-1.
Ooh, that's a very specific prediction. Okay.
I'll take it. I respect it. Raptors by my guy Anthony. Yeah, I'm with it. Warriors in 6 by Jaden. Okay, so a lot of people are staying with the Warriors. And I think that would make sense. I think that's a safe bet to say Warriors winning it. But
It's safe, just like that vest. But so make sure, if you haven't done so already, make sure you hit that subscribe button and make sure you hit
And the
that
bell.
notification bell so
Yes.
you hear every time we have a new video.
Facts.
Once again, I'm Jackie Ray, and the most popular.
Stop with that. It's just Chris, all right? It's me, Chris Clark. How you guys doing?
All right, we're
What's you
going to
guys?
come back with you for game two, right?
Yep.
I'm actually looking for approval right now. But yes, we will be back for game 2. So we will be back on Monday for game 2. Check us out in the chat. We love you guys so much. At 6:30 a.m.
7:30 a.m.
I don't do sign language, people. I'm working on it. I saw hands, okay?
Stick around. We got more videos coming today. We'll see you guys then. We out.
All right.